That's right. We're about to bust this open. And, I'm going to try to make this a good video for you guys. We'll see. I'm not very good at good videos, but let's get to it. So we got our 50% off filet mignon. It was 13.19. We had a manager's special, 50% off. And that's USDA choice beef tenderloin steak filet mignon. We're going to wash our hands up real quick before we get started here. Yes, sir. The hands are a little dirty. So we're going to get that done. Hey, what's cracking? Sorry, just stepping away for just a moment. Didn't mean to. Filipina B, what's up, yo? What are you up to? Good to see you. Good to see you. I thought you were mad at me or something. I was like, okay, well. So we're going to prep out some filet. You ever had this before, B? We're going to trim this fat off here. All right, get rid of some of this. There's another big vein of it that's like right through the center here, so we're going to pop that out too. But I am going to prep it before cooking. So I'm going to marinate it basically, but there's a bit of work that has to be done, to be real honest with you. So we're going to season it, chop it down, get it all ready for marinating. We're going to stab it with a fork like 6,000 times. Then we got this bag it's going to go in. We're going to put a bunch of juicy stuff down in the bag, and then we're going to throw the meat in it. We're going to let it cool, and we'll take it out about 2 hours before cooking, and we'll just let it sit and come to room temperature. So that's the real way to cook that. Let it come to room temperature. But let me wash my hands real quick so we can get started here. There's an ugly amount of fat on this one that needs to come off. So I understand why nobody grabbed it. Like nobody took it from the shelf because it's ugly, but I don't care. I'm going to trim it down anyway. I never do the fat. Like a lot of people like the fat on the steak. And I get it, it does add some flavor and whatnot, but I am not a fan. So we're going to trim it down nice and clean. Let's go, people. Let's go. I'm glad y'all could join me today. And I won't take up too much of your sweet time with this. Let's go. Tasty special. But we're going to use this other knife. That tasty is actually not sharp enough for this. So let's get it out. Ah, yes. Look at that bad boy there. That is a nice slab of meat. Nice slab of meat. And you see it's like a whole fat contest going on down here. So I think the first thing we're going to do is just make a nice clean chop right there. Boom. Look at that. What's up? What is up? There you go. We pinned it. It's pinned. Nice to see you. What's going on? So now that that thing is gone, we're down to like a pretty clean piece of meat, to be real honest with you. But I want all this off too. So we're going to take our first round and just try to get it off without getting too much of the meat off, right? And that little elbow is kind of okay, but me, again, I don't want it, so it's coming off. Boom. Look at that. All right, now we've got ourselves kind of a nice clean piece of meat here. We've got a little heel. We're going to take that bad boy off. And there's a thick old piece right here in the center that I don't really like too much, but that's okay. That's okay. So boom, and yeah, nice and clean meat, nice and clean. Let's get it nice and clean. Ah, yes, here we go. We are there. We are there. we are there. Now look at that. Got yourself a nice slab. That good meat. That good meat right there. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Now that's what we got. Alright. And you see the filet is already very tender. You see how it just breaks up like that? So that's what's just so super good about this meat. Be real honest with you, it's about to split apart right there in the center there. Right there where that big fat roll is. We're going to try to keep it together though. I don't think that's going to work out, so we're going to cut it. Uh-huh. 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 All right, very good. We're down to these 2 sweet pieces. And we cut that sliver of fat out, so we are happy now. Look at that. Look at that. That is like just some sweet meat right here. You see how it already has those lines in it and stuff? Like, it'll just fall apart in my hand. You don't like the fat? Not really, B. Not really. Look at that, dude. Look at that. Same. It just like has all the little creases and tears in it. Look at that, man. Oh. So now that we're at this point, right, we want a couple things. We want to get our seasoning and stuff out, and we want to get our fork. So we're going to back up this screen just a little bit here so I can get this seasoning in your life. Yeah, we'll get a little up. How about that? And we're going to go thick and heavy on the seasoning, okay? Thick and heavy on the seasoning. So first up, we got garlic powder, we got onion salt, we got pepper, and we got the all-purpose Greek seasoning. All right, all-purpose Greek seasoning. And we're going to come in with a little bit of the spices and herbs, and we need some salt for this. Okay, so there's salt, and this is like spice and herbs. It's like a Creole type seasoning, all right? And we're gonna hit it pretty hard with the seasoning. And the other thing that we're gonna do is a Worcestershire sauce, sauce. We're gonna go with some of this stuff, and that's what we're gonna soak this in with. And so the first thing that we're kind of gonna do is get it all seasoned up. All right, and again, we're gonna go kind of what you might call thick. It's gonna be a lot of seasoning by the time I hit it with all of these, right? So let me zoom in so you kind of get a feel for the amount of seasoning that we're doing there, you know? So how about that? All right. So there we go. Get that salt. Hit it with the salt. And we're gonna stab it a bunch. Get the stabs going. All right, you see the stabs? That'll help poke some of that seasoning down in there. And right when it looks like that, you see it's all holy like that. Holy. You're gonna take that W sauce and pour it on there so you know it goes down in those holes. See the meat just soaking it up. yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. You see how that meat just started just eating it? That's what you want right there. You want it to eat right in there, just like that. Just like that. All right, so let's flip it. And what we'll do is we'll try to pick up a little bit of this seasoning along the way here. So get our edges a little seasoned in. Boom, that's my good side still. All right, and we're back to it. So once again with the seasoning, we're gonna hit it, and we're gonna do the stabberoo, and then we're gonna juice it again. So let's get back in, nice thick on this seasoning, nice and thick, just the way you like it, nice and thick. Nice and thick. Oh yeah, it's gonna be super sweet. This is gonna be good. Ah, garlic powder and some onion salt. That's right, just like that. And now we're gonna come back in with these stabs. More stabs. What's up, country boy? What's cracking, man? More stabs. So the stabberoo a bunch more times. And this is just gonna make your meat so extremely tender, and really, you just can't beat super good tender meat. You just can't beat it. There's nothing quite on the planet. You see how that thing turns out? Looks like it's been run over by a tractor or something. Let's get this other piece done. Ah, yes. Got the whole stabberoo thing going. All that seasoning's getting stabbed down in there. Poke them together like that. Lick your fingers because that seasoning's so good. Wayne Bruce Man Bat, what's up, dude? Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Ah, you see how that steak is just soaking it in there? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so, I'm gonna work that juice on into it a little bit, like so. Ah, yes. Just like so. All right, and again, we'll go around and try to pick up some of this seasoning on the edges here. And now this is pretty much ready to sit in some juicy stuff. And so we're gonna make our own little juice for this, all right? That's gonna be super sweet for us too. So first things up, we're gonna rinse our fingers, and we're gonna tend to this other slab of meat that we still have left. All right, so you remember I cut this off. So what I'm gonna do is try to find out how much viable meat that I have right here. And if I got enough, heck, maybe I can make me a taco or something, you know? So, filet mignon tacos coming. That's what it's looking like. Maybe. Maybe. It's gonna be super good, dude. It's gonna be super good. And so what is this thing here? It's not much. don't like that. And this thing is almost just sliding off this fat here. Look at that. Ah, isn't that nice? That's how like nice the filet mignon is. It really just breaks apart. And that's really not enough for me to do anything with. Not happy with it. So we're good. That's going out. We're calling that a day. Enough said on that one. Let's get back to our boys over here. Let's get back to our boys over here. What's going on, Russ? Man, this is what we got today, Russ. Filet mignon. We're getting it on. Filet mignon, we're getting it on. And we're about to make up our marinade bag, okay? So that's going to be like mustard, A1, a dash of teriyaki. What's up, Gus? What's cracking, fellas? Glad y'all can make it. And normally, if you had yourself a dog, go ahead and give them these steak bits here, you know. A lot of y'all probably think I'm crazy for throwing this out. Marianne, hello, guapa. Guapa. What's up? Hope you're doing okay. Well, I hope everybody is doing just fine, to be real honest with you. So let's back this up. What's up, people? What's up? All right, here we go. All right, so we really want to make up like a mustard for it or whatnot, something that's going to kind of bind to it a little bit. I don't follow any real rules for this. It's just kind of however it goes for me right here. So let's get this going, and we'll put this off to the side. We got our bag right here already, and the W sauce is out, but we're gonna get some A1, some ranch, and some mustard to go with it, and we're gonna make it creamy. We're gonna make it creamy. So here goes some ranch. I'm using the Olive Garden ranch. That's good ranch, by the way, people. And ranch is super strong, so you don't want to like use a bunch of it and shit, you know? Like, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. So we're gonna get to it, and just so y'all get to watch how much I'm gonna drop. I mean, that wasn't a whole lot. You know, so we're gonna get the mustard in there with like a matching amount. Ah, yes. Now you see we got the mustard in there, and we're coming in with the A1 original. The A1 original, boys and girls. Yes. And I mean, you gotta remember, it's all about like flavor, you know? So you want it to be strong and bold. Strong and bold. And now we're gonna hit it with that W. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. That's right. This, we're gonna just close up this bag so it doesn't go everywhere. And now we have like a mixing place right here. Shake the shit out of it, bro. Just shake the shit out of it. All right. See how that worked out? See how that worked out? Now it's all mixed really good. It's got like that brown to it. It's got that brown to it. And that's good. And still, even though we know that that's like super crazy potent with the W sauce and the A1 that I use, we're seasoning it. We're seasoning it. Dump some seasoning in there. Now, y'all, I mean, again, I don't know how much seasoning I'm throwing in here. Like, remember, all this shit's gonna cook off. All right, so like, don't be trying to save your seasoning. Like, oh God, Scrooge with the seasoning. You know, so just don't bother with that. Just get you some seasoning. Do be careful with the garlic though. All right. Like, this ain't no garlic mission. This ain't no garlic mission. Hell yes. Hell yes. All right, reseal this bag again, right? Right? Just reseal it up. In good shape. Press some of that air out. All right, and then like once again, just you crazy, man. All right, now we got like a super seasoned, super penetrating sauce juice down in there. And you know, we're gonna take this and I'm gonna get y'all one last look before these go in. I mean, don't those just look good? Oh yeah, they're gonna cook up right. Like, I imagine I can just throw them down just how they are and not do this bit, but this bit takes them over the top. Over the top. So you're going in, my boy. Yeah, you too, my boy. Yeah, you're both in. All right, now, before you get to messing with it, just go ahead and rinse your hand again. Oh yeah, my tets, what's up? What's up? Kumus.com, my tets. My booty. What's up, my tets? What you up to, yo? You just made it for the end of the steak prep, all right? So the steak prep is basically over. That's okay, though. Glad you made it. But yeah, we're basically over with it. And I've got this not good, Bruce, can't sleep. Oh, man. You know, there's one sure cure for that. I mean, I can't really help you with it. I ain't close enough to do nothing about all that. But I do know that there's one sure cure to going right to sleep. Well, all right. So we've got our bag here, and you know, we want to do this little thing where we try to get out as much of this air as we can. So I'm like squeezing the juices up here, and I'm going to crease the bag, and then I'm going to try to push out the rest of the air with it. You see how I'm doing that? There's going to inevitably be some air left, but a lot of it has been squeezed out now. Aha, aha. And now we're just going to kind of massage that meat around. Massage the meat, yo. Massage the meat, all right? And really, it's just ready to sit now. So I'm gonna fold the bag over, like try to get the juice down in the bottom half of that bag. Yeah, see there? See how that sits? And then I'm gonna push my fold down as far as I can there. And that's it. It can now just kind of sit like this for like the next hour or something. I'm probably not going to cook for about 3 or 4 hours. So what I'll do is I'll stick this in the fridge now, and then it'll sit out before I cook it about an hour or something. The idea is you want this up at room temperature when you cook it. And so what's up, people? I'll be back when I cook this up this evening. All right, this thing is ready. My tets, I hope you're doing okay. You need to see me? I'm sexy as fuck, my tets. I change your whole day. You want to see me? I'm joking. Joke. I'm just joking, dude. I don't want to ruin your day with my facial features. Oh yeah, we did good there. We did good. Y'all can always like go back to that, and if you're ever gonna cook for me, you know exactly what to do. If you do this to any meat, You don't have to do nothing else to it. You don't need no onions, green pepper. You don't really need anything else but the damn meat, to be real honest with you. Blong. What's up, Matets? What's wrong with you? Why can't you sleep? You ain't getting no Donkey Kong, bro. Ain't no boom boom going on. Oh man, you know if you had some good boom boom going on, you'd probably sleep like a baby, bro. I'm just saying. How you like my light feature? Yeah. I know another way to get some sleep. Yeah. Yeah, I know another way to get some sleep. Get you some tequila. That's why you can't sleep? Dang. Dang. Well, probably like nominate somebody to get you squared away there. Mylin, hello. I hope you're doing okay, Mylin. Kumustaka. We have already gotten the meat in the bag, so we went through it. Took about 20 minutes to get this prepped out. About 5 minutes of my shenanigans. Morning. Bukadan, hold on. Bukid non Mindanao. Hold on. Bukid non Mindanao. Is that right? Bukid non? Bukid non? Oh. This meat is already like super tender. Look, it just falls. When I try to pick it up, it just falls over. But I have tenderized it more. And then I put all these juices. And now I'm slapping the meat. What you know about slapping the meat, my tets? Bam! You know, just give it a nice little smack, you know? Not the whole hand, just like the, you know, just like the 4 fingers there. Just like that. The meat slap, my tets. Sometimes you gotta get meat slapped. There it is. There it goes. It's going in the fridge. This is live stream over, ladies and gentlemen. This is ready. And in a few hours, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run another stream when I cook it. All right? Until then, y'all could think about slapping that meat, baby. We'll see y'all then. Ah, yeah. You want a meat slapper? All right. We'll see y'all in a bit. What's up, Tama? How's it going? I hope you're doing good. Look, I'm just harassing Matets right now, all right? Don't mind me. Matets showed up. I'm harassing her. Bam! Bam! All right. Hey, y'all be good. I'll see y'all in a couple hours. I'm going to do it again when I cook this up, so maybe about 3 hours, okay? About 3 hours. We'll do this again. Until then, y'all be good then, huh? Yeah. Naughty ass chicks. All y'all are naughty, bro. You're naughty. You're naughty. I bet all y'all are naughty. Uh-huh.